Hello and welcome back to another episode of YJ Yoga channel yoga class. You will need the roll. Beginners who look at my class, you need a towel, fold it into half, and then fold the right side in and the left side in into three. So you make a strip like that. Then you start to roll from one end tightly. So as you roll, compress down the roll, so it comes in into a very tight roll like a sushi, just like that. Then you take a rubber band and wrap it around the towel so the towel won't roll out. So you hold it together. Okay, and you might need a strap. Let's start the class. Just close your eyes, sit up tall, hands onto your knees. Connect your sit bone down to earth and lengthen the crown of the head up towards the sky. Start to breathe deeply, spreading your ribs as you inhale. And as you exhale, pull belly into spine to empty your lungs. Now, our journey today intent is to explore the edges of your pose. So explore the edges of your comfort zone. So a lot of time we stay in the comfort zone so much that we've forgotten that staying in the comfort zone actually doesn't leads you to a lot of growth. So as much as you can stay in at the edges of the comfort zone to help you explore a bit, like how deep can I go in this pose, and you work slowly from there. Don't just go directly deeply into a pose, because that is going to lead you to injury. Especially if you're new to this, you start to explore at the edges, like how far can you go, maybe can you go a bit more, and try it out. That is the intent that we are working with today. Alright, let's start the class. Open up your eyes. Come into Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, and come into a forward fold. A big inhale, spread your ribs. Next, you'll press the soles of your feet together and flex the toes back onto towards the shin. Just relaxing to your neck and shoulders here. Now, simple pose like that. How can you work with the intent of exploring the edges? So perhaps it's lengthening up the spine more while you come down. And as you exhale, come down slightly tiny bit more. Or perhaps it's just working onto the breath. You can breathe past that fullness that you feel a little bit more. Because a lot of times we are not breathing deep enough, and your lungs capacity can actually go a far more, really. Release and come on up. Come into seated side bend in Baddha Kon. So left hand on the left side of your hip, on your fingertips, and reach your right arm up. Take a big inhale down into your side ribs. Feel the spread of the side ribs. And exhale, lean in towards the side, coming into side bend, stretching the top hand away from you. Feel for the stretch from your armpit all the way down to the hip crease. So as you get more flexible, your elbows might come down into the ground. Continue to lengthen up and open up the side of your ribcage a little bit more. Wrap your armpit. So wrapping armpit means your armpit is not flaring out to the side. Your armpit is actually, your shoulder blades is actually wrapping around towards the front of the room. You'll find that when you wrap your arm, your pinky will tend to turn towards the ground. Coming into stage 2, neck release, hands goes by the side of your ribs. pulling your arms away from the ear, your ear away from the arm. Huge inhale down into the side of the neck where you feel the stretches. And exhale, can soften down that edges a little bit more. And use your flowing hand to pull your torso back up. Leave the neck relaxed. Then once you sit up tall, use left hand to cradle the head out. Come on to the right side. Right fingertips down to the ground beside your hip. Reach left arm up. Big inhale. Lengthen spine. Exhale, come down into your side bend. Stretching left arm away from the hip crease. A huge inhale down into the hips. Exhale, send your thigh bone away from the hip. So as you send thigh bone away from the hip, you'll notice that the knees will move further apart. Wrap your shoulder. Coming into neck release. Top arm goes beside your ribs. 12 inches off the ground, moving your arms away from the shoulder, shoulder away from your ear. So as you are sitting here in neck release, your thighs is actually working to lift away from the pelvis. So you can get a little bit more length in the inner thigh here. Release, use the top hand, pull your torso back up, sit up tall. Then use right hand to cradle the head out. Come into interlock forward fold, left leg straight. Left leg straight, right foot flat onto the ground. Reach, inhale, pick your right arm up. Exhale, come forward, wrapping arms around shin and thigh into a forward fold. Big inhale here. Spread your ribs, lengthen spine. Exhale, chest forward. Continue to keep your legs really active by pushing down into the ground with your right foot and then pushing the left foot forward. Release, come on up and come into a twist. Right hand behind you, left arm outside of thigh or hugging thigh towards chest. Big inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, open up your chest into the twist. And on each exhalation, go a little bit more. Twist deeper. Exploring the edges of your twist. Release. Come on to the other side. Right leg straight, left foot flat down onto the ground. Inhale, pick left arm up. Exhale, come forward. Arms around shin and thigh. Now inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward. Release and come on up. Come into a twist. Big inhale, spread the ribs, lengthen spine. Exhale, spiral your spine up and twist towards the left. Feel for that spiraling in the spine. Release and And here's the fun part. Grab your roll and lay down onto your back. Have the roll in between your thighs down to the crotch. Legs up, straight up. Interlace fingers and put it behind your head. Let the head rest onto the palm. Take a big inhale down into your lower back. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Scoop tailbone up. Feel for the butt coming off the ground. Exhale, squeeze the roll. Lift head and shoulders up. Pull belly down towards spine. So if you don't know how to pull belly down towards the spine, feel like you're in front of the mirror and you want to look super slim. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze roll, lift head and shoulders, pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze roll, lift head and shoulders, pull belly down. Big inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze roll, lift head and shoulders, pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Now don't give up. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze roll, lift head and shoulders, pull belly down towards the spine. If you go into quivering, stay there. Inhale, big. Head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze roll, lift head and shoulders, pull belly down to the spine. Big inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Let's do one more for every one of you out there who supported me. Thank you so much. Hold the breath, press lower back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, squeeze roll, lift head and shoulders, pull belly down. Huge inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Put the roll in between your thighs and come out into bridge with roll. Huge inhale into your chest. Exhale, squeeze the roll, tuck tailbone down and lengthen lower back, tailbone away from the spine, away from the rib cage. A big inhale, lift chest to face. Exhale, tuck tailbone down and lengthen lower back. Now to come down, tuck tailbone, lower the upper back down, tuck tailbone again, lower the middle back and your lower back, then you come down all the way. Take the roll, remove the roll, and come out into straddle lifting through. Legs straight up. Interlace fingers, put it behind your head, let head rest onto the palm. Your head and shoulders stay out, drop this one. Now take a big inhale, spreading side ribs. Hold the breath. Move your legs into straddle. As far as holding breath allows you to go. Now stay there with your legs. As you exhale, stay there. Take a big inhale. Lift, head and shoulders up. Exhale, scoop tailbone out. Start to straddle your legs far apart and pull belly down towards the spine. Huge inhale, lower the pelvis down. Exhale, scoop tailbone, straddle the feet far apart. Traction your thigh away from the pelvis, pull belly down towards the spine. Inhale, pelvis down. Exhale, scoop tailbone up, straddle feet far apart and pull belly down towards the spine. Inhale, pelvis down. Exhale, scoop tailbone, reach through the balls of your feet and pull belly down towards the spine. Huge inhale, lower pelvis down. Exhale, scoop tailbone, straddle feet far apart, pull belly down. Huge inhale, lower the pelvis down. Exhale, scoop tailbone, straddle, reach through the feet, pull belly down. Inhale, lower the pelvis down. Exhale, scoop, straddle, pull belly down. Huge inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Use your hands to move the legs together. Take 3 deep breaths into your core. Now roll over to your left and come up. Let's do dorsal fin today. So beginners doing this class, you're clasping hands, putting hands down onto the ground. More advanced student, come out into dolphin, forearm parallel. And if you're feeling super advanced today, you're coming with me, okay? Now, once you set up, clasp your bicep to measure the distance between your arms. Then parallel the arms in front of you, clasp hands for beginners. Inhale, lift in between the shoulder blades. Exhale, wrap your armpit and straighten up the legs. Coming onto your left side first. Left foot, ground the left foot down into the ground. This is only for those who want to move a little bit more. Exhale, reach your right foot up. Bend your knees. And then from here, starting to move left arm to your lower back. And eventually left arm grab right foot. Inhale, press right forearm into ground to lift ribs off the armpit. Exhale, pull the heel to butt, send your thighs up, send your knees up skywards. And release, come on down. Now let's go up again. Inhale, lift upper back. Exhale, wrap armpit, straighten up your legs. This time your right foot ground down into the ground and reach left leg up. Bend your knees, then right hand. Go onto your lower back and grab onto the foot. Inhale, press left hand into the ground, lift ribs away from the ground. Exhale, pull heel to butt. And release. Come into twisting horse stand. Stand up. Now pivot the feet apart with the feet pointing out towards the side, slightly. And come down into horse. Hands on your inner thigh, just on top of the knee. Coming into twisting horse. And exhale. Lower your right shoulder down to the ground and roll the left shoulder up. Now big inhale here into the pelvis. Next, exhale, traction your thighs away from the pelvis. Release and come back to the center, then exhale, roll over towards the right hand side. Continue tractioning thighs away from the pelvis. And come back to the center. Hands on your hip crease, coming into Uddiyana in horse stance. So hands onto your thigh right up to the hip crease. Press your palm into the thigh to lengthen the spine up. You're lifting your rib cage away from the pelvis. Your shoulder will go up to the ear. Now on exhale, you blow everything out through the mouth, forceful exhale. Hold the breath, pull your belly into the spine like you want to look super slim. I'm going to show you how it looks like. Let's go. Take deep inhale. Forceful exhale through the mouth. Hold the breath, pull belly in and out. Release, let's do that one more time. Huge inhale. Forceful exhale through the mouth. Hold the breath, pull belly in and out. Release and come on out. Come to the front of the mat. We'll go into standing series right now. Step right foot to the back, left foot in front into warrior two. Coming into eagle warrior two, your left hand goes on top of right. Inhale, lift, elbows up towards the face and away from the face. Exhale, lower the face down towards bicep. A huge inhale into the pelvis here. And exhale, tuck tailbone down and send left thigh away from the hip. Press through the mount of the big toes into the ground. Release your hand and come into reverse. Right arm up, inhale, spreading ribs. Exhale, moving into reverse. Release and come back up. Come into hip to ankle prep. Your right hand goes onto the ground 1 foot distance away from the right foot. Then left hand goes on the inside of your thigh. Now inhale, press left hand into thigh to straighten out elbows and arc your ribs. Exhale, send chest towards right hand. Coming into head to ankle stage 2. Moving your forehead, your crown of the head down towards the ground, reaching arms towards the back. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, relax the body over. And walking hands towards the back. Now release and come into a pyramid pose. Walk your hands forward, readjust the back foot into pyramid. Inhale, lengthen spine, scoop chest forward. Beginners can be hands onto your shin or onto your thighs, depending on how flexible you are. And exhale to bow forward. And coming into your twisting triangle, so your right hand down, left arm up. More flexible people, right hand outside left foot. Now huge inhale, lengthen spine. Feel for both sides of your body going long. Exhale, open up the chest. And relax your shoulders down the back. Release. Let's practice our twine bind. Now, grab your strap and step to the front of the mat for twining vine. Now half twining vine, people. Right arm goes under right thigh, in between your thighs, and then go under right thigh. Interlace your fingers behind you. And the rest of us using the strap. Step your feet together. Grab the strap with both your hands like that. Loop the strap around the outer edge of your right butt. Then big inhale. Pull onto the strap and straighten up the knee. Exhale, revolve, open the chest. Relaxing your neck here. Continue to explore the edges of the pose. And release. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Lower right knee down. Coming into your twisting lunge or interlock. So reach your right arm out, form a fist with right hand, hook right elbow outside your left thigh. Left palm into the fist. Big inhale. Press elbow into thigh to lift ribs away from thigh. And exhale to revolve. And for those of us who are a little bit more advanced in the practice, go into interlock. Press through the front foot and the back shin onto the ground to lift the ribs up. Exhale to relax your neck. And release and come down into pigeon pose. Sending your back leg away from you while you pull your chest forward. Release and come up. Come into twisting pigeon towards the foot. Moving your shin parallel to the front of the mat. From here, either grab hold of the foot, moving center of your chest towards the foot, or passing your elbows outside the foot, or sliding the foot up towards the armpit. Huge inhale into your hip, where you feel a lot is going on. And exhale, can you send your breath down to where you feel the action is and soften that area down. Gently release and come back up. Come into sleepy pigeon, the last pose for this side. Move your shin more than 90. Then you slide your left shoulder under, and the head goes underneath the heel. Now less flexible people, left shoulder on left knee, and the forehead goes towards the ankle. Now this is a very good pose for you to explore the edges of the pose. Like for example, if you're hanging out here What is stopping you to move the crown of the head towards the ankle? Find out which part of your body is stuck. Then those of us who are a little bit more advanced in the practice and is already inside the pose, can we move a little bit more? Perhaps on every exhale, we go a little bit deeper into sleepy pigeon. And gently release. Stand up. And we go over towards the other side. Coming into warrior 2 with right leg forward, left foot to the back. From warrior 2 coming into your eagle warrior. I'm doing a dance here. Because my mat over there is very slippery and my left foot is actually slipping away from me. Right arm on top of left into eagle. Inhale, lift, elbows forward and out. Let the head stay up this time around. A big inhale into the hips. Exhale, tuck tailbone down. Moving right thigh away from the hip. Release and come into reverse. Inhale, reach left arm up, spreading left side of your ribcage. Exhale into reverse. Our tendency here is to straighten up the front knee. Don't let the front knee get straightened up. Send the front thigh forward. Now using right hand, pull your torso back up and come into hip to ankle prep. So your right hand, left hand, 1 foot distance away from left foot, underneath your shoulder. Right hand go inside of your right thigh. Now inhale, press right palm into the right inner thigh to straighten up the elbows. These also open up your lower back. Exhale, move chest towards the left. Now release and come into head to ankle stage 2. Hands walk underneath the foot. Sending crown of the head down towards the ground. Huge inhale, lengthen spine. And exhale, lift the butt up. Release and come into a pyramid pose. Walk your hands forward towards the right foot. Readjust the back foot. So you come into a warrior 1 stance. And inhale, scoop chest forward. Exhale, come down. Coming into twisting triangle, left hand down, right arm up. More flexible people, arms outside. Less flexible people, use a block. Big inhale, lengthen the spine, feeling for both sides of your body growing long. And exhale, twist and revolve into the pose. Release and come into our twining vine. Step your feet together. Grab hold of your strap. This time round is your left elbow going outside of the right thigh. So your feet is together. Hook left elbow outside right thigh. Then lasso the strap around the butt. So the strap lands on the outer edge of your left thigh. Now inhale, straighten up the legs. Exhale, twist and revolve, open the chest. Release and step left foot back into your lunge. Coming into twisting lunge. Inhale, left hand up. Make a freeze with left hand. Hook left elbow outside right thigh. Now I'm going to turn around so you can see what's going on here. So you don't turn around. Stay where you are. So of course, if you cannot see the video, turn around as well. Make sure your right leg is in front, left leg is down on the ground. Then hook left elbow outside right thigh. Hands, fist, pressing your right palm into left fist. Press your foot into the ground and the back of the shin into the ground as well. Now when you press down, feel for how you can lift up higher with the chest. Exhale to revolve, open the chest. Now more flexible people coming into your interlock. Release. Coming into pigeon pose. Hands down underneath shoulder, then come into pigeon. Moving left thigh away from you as much as you can until you can ground down to your right sit bone. And come onto your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Big inhale. Move your thigh away from you, lifting chest away from the pelvis. Exhale, then you settle down. Release your come on up and come into twisting pigeon towards the foot. Parallel shin to the front of the mat first. And once you are ready, you hold on to the foot, either moving chest to foot. More flexible people, hook right elbow outside right foot. Even more flexible people, slide the foot up to the armpit as you come down. Gently release, Last pose on this side. Sleepy pigeon. Moving the foot parallel to the front of the mat, shin to the front of the mat, then move it further. So the shoulder and the head can go underneath your legs. Done. On exhale, move into the pose. And gently release and come back up. Now we're coming down into cross tie. Lay down onto your back. Let me show you from the other side. You will need a strap if you are not flexible enough. Make a strap. Make a loop at the end of your strap so the foot can go into it. So first step, lay down. Second step, pick up your right foot. We do this together. So lay down, pick up your right foot, take the strap, loop it around the foot. Okay? Now once you got that, slide your right shoulder underneath, on top of your right knee. You can put the strap aside first. Work on shoulder underneath. No, shoulder on top, because we're laying down. Then grab onto the strap. Now, if today this is what you get, then you put the strap around the back of your head, grabbing onto the strap. This is your cross tie for today. Now, your right hand grab onto the left shin, just below the knee. Moving your shin forward. Then if you're more flexible, you can actually do it without the strap. Pick up your foot. After moving your shoulder on top of your knee, you have a high chance if your head is actually very close to your ankle. If that is not happening, maybe today you stay here. So working deeper by lifting head up towards the ankle. The rest of us, if you are really flexible, on exhale, move the foot over the head so the head can rest onto your shin. And gently release this side, switch over towards the left hand side. Now grab onto the foot, move it into like a diamond shape towards the face. Now perhaps this is too much already and you want to stay here today, okay, stay here. Don't need to go any further. So if you can move a little bit more, you continue to move. Sliding your shoulder underneath, on top of your knee. Then working your way overhead. and gently release from this side. Now if there is any other variation or you want to repeat that, go ahead, repeat that. I'm going straight into unwind and going into Shavasana. Come into spinal twist, hugging your knees in towards the chest. And exhale, knees down over to the left, moving head over to the right. Inhale, knees into the chest. Knees up towards the center, then exhale, knees over to the right, look over to the left. Release and come back to the center. Lay down onto your back for Shavasana. Arms by the side of your hip, palm facing up skywards. Relaxing your feet down towards the side. Continue to relax your whole body down to the ground and let the ground carry you. Soften to your facial muscles, the muscles around your eyeballs, and the inside of your mouth. Of course, your jaw as well. But for those of us who wants to take a longer Shavasana, you can stop the video here or pause the video and get up on your own. And for the rest of us, once you're ready to get up, start to take a deeper breath. Bringing awareness back onto arms and legs. Gently roll over to your left and slowly pick yourself back up. Now once you sit up tall, hands to your heart center, bow the head slightly down towards your heart. Now continue your journey on exploring your body on the edges of poses. Because without exploring the edges of your comfort zone, there will never be growth. If you forever stay in the comfort zone, growth will not happen. Of course, growth will happen in some other areas, in some other types of areas. I bow to light in you. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.